inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
You look at the Saints' defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're going to look to throw.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Well, they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. They'll look to throw again.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal from the 6. Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Coming left is Kamara. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Rosas' kick is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
You look at the Saints defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020.
Still second down.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four down.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Kamara up the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
They'll set up to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here comes the Saints punter now.
Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders.
And taken right at the 35. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
An even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
1st down. Here's Cousins.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They go play action. Cousins. He hits Adams complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 70. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Back to throw here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. To throw, Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well.
Here's Renfro to return.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Play fake. Cousins.
Mayer there to bring it in.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 11. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
It got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
81 yards.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And he makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
Powering through at the 35. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 116 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 40 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 1.
And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Thomas, the man in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Cousins now from the 50. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime, and what's
message received here? No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Kamara trying again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Williams.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 9-play drive, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Too much that time as Cousins goes down. Colin Saunders. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's 2nd and 8. going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Cousins. Open man is Myers. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Throwing is Cousins. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it. Missed.
It will not go down. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 33 and a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now Cousins. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
Following the interception, Cousins.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Touchdown Raiders! Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Raiders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd and 2. Completes it to Perry. And they keep those sticks moving forward that time with a gain of.
They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
as they fail to connect on third. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the fourth quarter, this was definitely four-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with first and goal.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll buy some time right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally gets stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And DeMarco Jackson, the man to bring him down defensively. This is 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On third down, Cousins.
That's to the left sideline and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. There he goes, left side.
Now he's into the clear again. How about this?
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
234 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception.